Hello beautiful people. In today's video I'm going to be doing it slightly different. I'm going to be doing this eye look on this eye here and going through some of the new products that I purchased from Sephora's spring sale. I finally received it in the mail last week, and I've been testing out a few products so I can give you like more of a complete what am I trying to say here? Instead of just telling you about, for example, the Fenty Cream blushes, instead of just telling you and swatching, I have like actually snippets of me putting them on each day that I'm trying them, so you can actually see them on my face. And yeah, I will give you thoughts at the end of the video as to what I think of all of the new things that I just purchased. Okay, let's get right into it. Alright, so I'm going to go in with the Huda Beauty Coral Obsessions. And I just got this, and this is my first time using it. So I did this eye already because I just didn't know what exactly I wanted to do. And I gotta say, first impressions, I'm not really impressed. Not that... Okay, so I'll just start with... What color did I start with on this side? I'm going in with a fluffier brush because I just want like a more blended look. And I'm going to go in with this shade at the bottom here to start off with. I thought this was going to be much more coral than what it is. Online it looked a little more brighter and a little more vivid, and in real life it just seems kind of like muted and dull, and I was just expecting a little bit more from it. So that was that first impression. I hate how I get like dry skin on that part of my eye. Anyways, I'm just going back to build this up just a little bit. Alright, and then I'm going to go in with a smaller, with the, the MAC 217 synthetic brush, and I'm going to take, what did I do? I'm going to take this color here into the crease. Like, the colors are performing nice, they're just, I don't know, not as bright and vibrant as I was expecting it to be. And then I also have other colors in my collection that I can easily just like more or less do without them. I was hoping for colors more like so when I created that last coral look, I don't remember what it was. I have this blush from this Smashbox palette here. It's the Smashbox Art Love Color Masterclass, and I was hoping that the coral would be similar to this. This is a blush, but this is like, if you can see that there, I was expecting more vibrant like that. But that's not what came, so here we are. Okay, so speaking of that color there, what I'm going to do is I'm going to take this brush here and I'm just going to go into that coral from that Smashbox Masterclass palette, and I'm just kind of blending over all of that with that color just to help bring out more of the actual like coral, pinky coral look. And then, what did I do? Oh, yeah, so I didn't know whether I wanted to go in... Oh, yeah, then I believe I took this one up here with that same brush. Just going to wipe it off. And I'm going to take that color, because I just kind of wanted to test all these colors and see, like, what they gave. This one gives, like, more of an orangey vibe. So I took that into the lower part of the crease. And then I'm going to go in with this color right here. And like this color and this color are pretty similar. This one has like more of a yellowy orange undertone. This one has more of a pink undertone. But I mean, like, they're really similar. As this one here and this one here, they're so similar. It's just like, why? And same with these two colors here. I was just expecting a little bit more from... I was just expecting more from it. They're beautiful colors, but I am on the fence whether I'm going to keep it or not. First impression, I'm not loving it. It's okay. I have a couple other palettes that are similar, and I'll show you the comparison colors for reference. So I'm just applying this with my finger because I find, excuse me, I need some water. Okay. So after that, after I tapped that on the lid, I wanted to see what this color looked like. So I just took this with my finger also, and I patted this on the lower part and on the outer edge of the lid, and like it didn't really look any different at all. If anything, it gave more of like an orangey gold tint, but it didn't really have much of an impact. So then I'm going to take this smaller dome brush here, this random brush that I have, And I'm going to go into the reddy color that's up here in the corner. And I'm just going to take that into the crease here, lower crease. Just add a little bit more definition because I found it was a little bit lacking. That's the thing, there's not a lot of depth. They're all like the same like tone. If that tone is the right word to describe it. Like I can't get a lot of depth from it. I feel like I have to bring in like a different palette or something. Which is fine with me. I love doing that. But I don't know. I thought this was going to give me more. Like I love my Huda Beauty neon palette. Like that's really cool. And I love the other two little minis I have. The topaz and the emerald. But I feel like she has like a theme. Like she includes like that yellow. And then like several of those rusty brown colors. And then a couple of different shimmers. Like I feel like this one has more variety than this one does. If that makes sense. I don't know. Anyways. Okay, so now that that's on, what did I do? I believe I just... I have more shimmer over here and I don't really remember how I got that there. Alright, I'm just going to take a little bit more of this color here and I'm just going to tap that all around and blend it slightly up to the crease just to blend it, give it a nice little sheen. And then I'm going to take my Fenty Beauty Hustler Baby blush, sorry not blush, highlight, and I'm going to take that on a duo fiber brush and I'm just going to take that on the inner corner just to blend it all together. The gold looks nice with that. And then for my brow bone, I'm just going to brush my brow up. Give myself to do them. And then I'm going to take, where'd it go? My Naked 3 Strange and apply that. Hopefully I was in frame this whole time. I feel like my setup is slightly different than usual. Okay, so now that that's done, I'm going to add some eyeliner and then move on to the face and test out a couple, well, one product. I also have this glitter that I'm debating on using. Like, do I want to spice this look up more? So this is from Anastasia Beverly Hills, and it is the loose glitter. It's in the shade Carnival, and it's really pretty. Like, I think I'm going to put this on, because I think this look needs a little bit of pow. Okay, so do I do eyeliner first and then put this on? Maybe I won't do liner. Okay, so one thing I like about this is it has like a little cap thing and it pops it off so the glitter doesn't come everywhere. So first things first, I'm going to take a bit of my Too Faced glitter glue. And I'm going to add that to my lid with my finger. I wasn't sure if I was going to add glitter today, but I feel like it needs it. Okay, then I think I'm just going to tap a little bit in this little cup here. Not cup, but... Alright, I'm just going to get some on my finger. And I'm just going to lightly tap that on. That's pretty! Just going to tilt my head so I can get into the inner corner and blend it up. This is a nice glitter, I like it. I've been so used to using the one from the 24A Artist Pass palette that I didn't like, that I forgot what nice glitter was to work with. Alright, that's beautiful. I like that. Do you guys see that there? Okay, so I'm going to do the other eye, apply eyeliner, and then come back and proceed with the rest of the face. Alright, I'm still kind of zoomed in, and I'm going to continue with my face. Now the next product that I got is the Charlotte Tilbury Flawless Filter. I had a sample of it in one of the Sephora orders and I used like all of them up. I love it. And I decided to take the plunge and order it because it's beautiful. And it looks like I need to shake it up, so let me just do that real quick. So I've been using this as kind of like, not really, but kind of a primer. I haven't really been using primer lately because my makeup I've been putting on later on in the day and taking it off early in the night because I'm not really going anywhere, so I haven't really been using it. So I kind of just been using this more or less as a primer. But I got the shade 3 Light Medium because I figured that would do well for winter as well as summer. So it just comes off like that. I'm just going to take a dollop like that. Doesn't really have a smell to it. So I'm just gonna take it on my forehead here, blend it in. Give me one moment. Sorry, my nephew always has a habit of talking to me while I'm filming a video. Anyways, I'm just taking the rest of it on my fingers here, and I've been applying it on my cheekbones and just kind of like working it, patting it all over my face. My skin has also been dry lately, so this has really been nice to use. I'm just taking it on my nose. I'm just going to take a little bit more. Maybe I'll just grab some off the thing here. The wand. And I'm just going to put it on my chin. I think I'm going to take this out. It's been bugging me lately and I can't stop playing with it and it's really annoying. And it like rubs on my teeth sometimes because I play with it and I can't stop and I feel like that's not so good. So I think I might take it out. Alright, so my face is a little bit red right now from rubbing it. Usually I give it a couple minutes to like absorb in. So maybe I'll go do that and I'll be right back and I'll apply. Actually, I'm just going to put my foundation on off camera, but I am using the Double Wear foundation. This one's in the shade 3W1 Tawny. I'm just going to let this settle in for a couple minutes, apply my foundation, and I will be back to demo the Fenty Beauty cream blushes. Alright, so foundation's on. I went ahead and I did my brows and I applied, what did I apply? A little bit of powder and then I put my highlight on. The highlight that I used today was the Wet n Wild I'm So Lit. It has a nice, what is this? I can't even see. Like goldy champagne, which I thought would be nice to go with the coral eye. Okay, now for the Fenty Beauty cream blushes. I picked up 4 of them. I've already swatched them. I've tried one of them. I'm going to insert a clip after I'm done my cheeks to show you the other 3 because I obviously can only use one today. And as I was doing my makeup over the course of the last couple days, I inserted a clip of me applying each one every day so you could see how they looked on the skin. So I believe yesterday I used, which will probably be the first clip, which I'll try and insert. If it's not, I'm sorry. Drama Class, the nice purple, which turns out to be really, 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 really gorgeous on the skin. You will see in the upcoming clip. I think I'm going to use Bikini Martini today, just because that one's intriguing me so much. And I feel like, I don't know if it's going to clash with this eye look though. Ooh. Or I have Petal Poppin', which I think might look better with today's look because it's more on the coral side. I was going to use that tomorrow, but maybe I'll use that today and switch it up. And then I got Crush on Cupid, which is this bright, what is this, like corally pink color. So I think they all look really pretty, but I think the one I'm going to use today, I was originally going to use Bikini Martini, but I feel like it might clash with, yeah, it's not going to look very good. So I'll have to use that tomorrow. So today I will use Petal Poppin'. I feel like that's going to go much better with today's look. So what I do, I don't change my face makeup routine considering I'm pretty well used to using cream blushes. I do powder my face just a little bit because I have pores in this area and that's how I conceal them. I don't find, I know in some videos they were pretty much saying don't powder your face, apply these over just, you know, your foundation. I don't personally find a problem with the technique that I used to apply cream blushes over powder. I find it works perfectly fine. I don't use my fingers though. I use my MAC stipple brush, the 130. And I use this with lipstick as blush. I use this with my cream blushes. I use this with everything. And I find that it works perfectly fine. So I'm just going to take this and dip it. I dip it into the pan and I go on the back of my hand just to, you know, get the color working. And then I'm just going to take some and start stippling it on my cheek. Now this is the first time I'm using this. Nice. And I find these blushes are fairly pigmented. I saw some reviewers saying that they weren't. But I mean, I don't understand why. I feel like this is gorgeous and beautiful. And of course my window's open so I can't really see this side of my face. I have a bit of a glare, so I'm going to put my hand up. Oh, can't even see. Oh! Alright, I'm putting this up instead. Okay, can you guys see? A little bit, eh? Could you see the other side when I was putting it on? Probably not, eh? But I'm gonna have to... Sorry, guys, I suck at doing this sometimes. Okay. Maybe I'll choose my viewfinder. Alright, so if you can, do you see how there's the glare? I'm just gonna go shut my curtain so you don't have a, okay, so I'm back and there's less of a glare now. Let me just turn this one light off, see if it makes a difference in the color. Oh. Yeah, can you guys see a little bit better? I don't know if you can, or I don't know if it made a difference. But I think this color is beautiful. I think it built up really pretty. I think I'm gonna turn that light back on actually. But this is what it looks like with that light off. I love the sheen it gives. It just gives like a healthy look and it blends in with your highlight really nicely. I love these blushes. Like this color is gorgeous. Wasn't sure if I was gonna like it or not, but I think it really looks nice with this look. I'm really impressed with these so far. Like I said, I used the purple one yesterday and I loved it. It kind of gave me like an orchid pink color on my cheeks. It wasn't straight up purple. It was really, really pretty. This one here, Petal Poppin', is a beautiful corally pink. Corally peach, I should say. You can see it on the finger. This one is the purple one here. And then Bikini Martini, the one I wanted to use today, but I'll just use tomorrow. But I will insert a clip of it so you can actually see me putting it on. It looks a lot more cool tone purple pink on the viewfinder. I'm not sure if it's going to translate I'll see when I play it back. And then Crush on Cupid is this color here, sorry. That's Crush on Cupid. I wanted to order the rose latte, but it was sold out, and that's when I was like, alright, I better get my butt moving and buy these before they all sell out. So I'm waiting for that to come back in stock so I can buy that, because I was really, 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 really looking forward to that one. It's not really a blush I typically go for, but I thought because it wasn't, I wanted to try it for some reason. Anyways, this looks gorgeous. I love this color. Alright, I am going to, what am I going to do now? I'm going to figure out what I'm going to put on my lower lash line, and I will be back to finish that and the rest of the look with you guys. Alright, so I figured out what I'm going to do for the rest of the eyes and the lip. Sorry, sometimes I need to just take a break, come off camera, figure that out, and then come back. I did start applying my inner corner highlight, and for that I'm using one of the things from May Shop My Stash, one of the eyeshadows that I'm trying to, dig into to find out if I like it or not. But this is a gold eyeshadow. It's from the brand Faces. I think it's a Canadian thing, Canadian brand, but it was available not way back in the day, but it was available like it was like one of those booths in the malls. Anyways, I don't think they exist anymore. I don't know what happened to them. Maybe I should like Google it and look it up, but it doesn't really matter. Their makeup was okay. But I found this gold was really pretty, and it was really similar to the one I'm using from MAC, the Gold Dusk. So I thought I would use this to switch it up. Now I definitely applied too much on this side, so I'm going to try and tone that down. So what happens when I start talking and doing my makeup? Sometimes I lose track of what I'm doing. Okay, let's clean it up to the best of my ability. Alright, so for the lower lash line, I'm going to apply my Laura Mercier Caviar Stick in Magnetic Pink. Making sure I'm on camera while I do this. I hate it when I miss the frame. Super annoying. Okay, and then I think I'm going to stick with, instead of pulling in another palette, I'll stick with the Huda Beauty Coral Obsessions palette. Even though I'm not completely sold on it yet, I figure I might as well use it. Okay, so I think I'm going to go in with this shade here for the lower lash line inner corner. It's too dark. Now I have to put the same thing on that eye and go and fix it because it's too dark. Okay, switching it up, I'm going to take this one here on the outer side, outer corner. And then I'm going to find something else to bring on the inner corner because I don't want it to be too dark there. And then I'm going to take, does it really matter which one I take? I guess I'll take this one here and apply it on the outer corner. Actually, let me just take this one here on the inner corner. I feel like it was less dark. Then I can just blend it in with a gold eyeshadow. There we go, that looks better. I thought on when I swatched them to figure out what I was going to put on, this one swatched lighter than this one, but on the eye this one's lighter than this one. It's funny how sometimes that works, eh? Okay, gold eyeshadow for the inner corner. I guess I'll take, nope, not that. I guess I'll just take this and use that and blend it in. Didn't really do much without wetting it, but it looks fine enough. Okay, for the inner rim, I'm just going to quickly apply the Anastasia highlighting stick, whatever it's called. The white, or sorry, the cream pencil. Instead of applying black. Okay, I will go apply mascara and come back and put on the lip with you guys and show you guys the completed look, as well as show you guys the few comparisons that I have to the Coral Obsessions palette with what I already have. Alright, so to finish off the look, I'm going to use my Buxom Mykonos, or Mykonos, however you say that, Sunrise Lip Gloss. I thought a coral gloss would look really pretty to complete this look. Alright, that is it for the finished look. I did add something extra to the lower lash line. I added, I'm not sure which palette this is. I always forget, but from Pat McGrath, it's the one with the really pretty rose gold and the green. I did add the green special shade. This is what it looks like. I added that to the lower lash line inner corner here. I thought it would complement the oops, wrong way. I thought it would complement the sparkles on the eye lid really well. So I'm not sure if you can see that here. I added it into the inner corner here. But after that, I will, am I too far away? I'm never really sure. So I just want to give a final thought on this Coral Obsessions palette. I was expecting it to be a little more bright and not so muted. Online it looked a little more bright. This shade looked a lot more coral than it is in real life. I do have my Just Peachy palette that I do have this like peach punch color. It's kind of like a coral peachy color. Like I have that, and I find it's not exactly similar, but it's pretty similar to these two colors right here. So this is the Just Peachy, and these are the other two from the palette. See how similar these two are from the same palette? It's like, why couldn't you give us more variety? I never understand that. Like, why do palettes come with shades that are just a couple different shades off from one another? They look exact same on the eye anyways. I don't have anything that compares to these two colors, so that's nice. I do have a couple colors in my collection of that. One of them is in the Natasha Denona Sunrise palette. So that is the Coral Obsessions, and the Sunrise Yellow is the citrine color right here. Like, they're pretty similar. I don't need more of those in my collection. And then in the Huda Beauty, the Topaz Obsessions, this color right here is a little more orange, but it's basically like the same color as this one right here. Like, it's a little off, but on the eye they look exactly the same. So I have to consider what I have, what I don't have, if it outweighs the options that I have in here. I have similar shades to this one in my collection already, as well as probably these ones, so I'm not sure what I'm going to do with this. I'm going to have to think about it some more. I'm going to have to play with it a little more, maybe use this in conjunction with other palettes to see what it can add to my collection if I'm reaching for it. But anyway, after that, I still have to insert the swatches of the Fenty Beauty Cream Blush if I haven't already done it, which I don't think I left a space to do it. So I'm going to insert that now. pretty. Alright, so going in with an application of Crush on Cupid, I'm going to do the same application as I did yesterday, which is using my MAC brush. 130 stipple is just a short little brush here. And we will see how this looks. Very beautiful. This one's just as pigmented as the other ones. So far I have not had an issue with pigmentation on them. Very blendable. This one reminds me a little bit of the Natasha Denona Bloom palette one. It gives like the same, I know it's almost complete, well, this one's definitely more red. This one's more of like a reddy pink. But it gives me the same vibe. I'll have to compare them one day side by side, one on one cheek and one on the other, to see if it's worth keeping this one or not. But I do love the slight sheen this gives as well. It's not lifting the foundation underneath. Looks good. Alright. Yesterday I wore the Petal Poppin', and I did notice, I went out in the afternoon after I had filmed the video in the morning, and I noticed it had faded just a bit, so I did have to reapply before I went out in the afternoon. And then when I got home, before I washed my makeup off at the end of the day, I noticed that it wasn't as like vibrant as it was when I first applied it. So Petal Poppin' might not have the best wearability and staying power. I had to reapply it a couple times, well, once yesterday, and then if I were going out again at night, I would have to put it on again because it was not as vibrant. So far the Drama Class one lasted the longest. Petal Poppin' had to reapply it. So we will see how Crush on Cupid goes, and I will update you on that one in tomorrow's clip, as well as testing out the Bikini Martini blush. But yeah, this one's very beautiful. I do enjoy it so far. We will see how the wearability lasts throughout the day. Alright, so last day trying these blushes. Today I'm doing Bikini Martini. It's a beautiful bubblegum pink. It shows a little more cool tone, purple tone on the viewfinder, but I'm not sure what it's going to look like on playback. Yesterday I used Crush on Cupid and it lasted all day. So so far the only one that I've had trouble with lasting on me all day is the Petal Poppin'. Alright, so Bikini Martini, let's do this. This is one of the ones I was most excited for, other than the purple one that I tried the first day. Oh, this is pretty. Again, it's not lifting up my foundation. I find it pretty pigmented and buildable. I have a little bit of powder underneath of it, as well as my foundation, and ooh, I built up a little bit too much right there. And just blend that out. I wonder what this one would look like with a lighter foundation. I'm wearing a darker foundation shade because I did get a bit of a tan over the weekend. I might have to try this with a lighter. I like it. It looks cute. It's not my favorite one so far. I think my favorite one's the Drama Class one. But regardless, this is what Bikini Martini looks like. And just to touch on the size, I don't care the fact that they're considered small. This is the Hustler Baby Mini Blush, and they're the exact same size as that. I will never ever go through this whole thing, nor will I ever go through this whole thing. Plus, they're going to go bad faster because it's a cream product. Anyways, if you're using it every day, maybe you might go through it, but I mean, I'd rather a smaller package and cheaper price point than a bigger one that I'm never going to use up. Anyways, alright guys, that is Bikini Martini. Okay, so that's the images or the little snippets of me putting on the Fenty Beauty Cream blushes. These blushes for me, they don't go on patchy, they don't lift my foundation. I do put powder underneath them and they last all day on me. They are pigmented, well, the two that I have tried. I'll try and let you know on the 4th day if all of them were like that, because I can only speak to the purple one as far as the lasting quality, because up to this point that's the only one I have actually worn all day, but the purple one lasted all day on me. I'm pretty sure this one will too. I love it. I love the sheen it gives. It's pretty pigmented. It's good for no makeup. It will be good for no makeup days as well as like full glam. But anyways, I'm getting really hot in here. The temperature has risen in Ontario and I'm loving it. I'm super glad I bought this because I love the glow it gives underneath the foundations, and I do love the Anastasia glitter. It's super fine, it's super shimmery, it's everything I want in glitter. And I believe that is it for my purchases from the latest haul. I don't see anything that I left out. Blushes, the palette. No, I think that was it. If I missed something out, then I'll put it in here somewhere. But thank you guys so much for watching this video. Hope you guys enjoyed it. It's a little bit different. It's kind of like a try-on haul, kind of. But anyways, thank you so much for watching, and you will see me in my next video. Bye!